So what is going on in Portland, Oregon's real estate market during a worldwide pandemic and a complete economy shutdown? In a minute, I'm going to share some numbers with you. Hey, Steve Schwab here with the Portland Lifestyle Team. Aren't times just crazy right now? It seems like we're all cooped up in our homes. The only reason we get out is to go grab some food, go to the grocery store, take care of some of the necessities. But it just seems like it's been too long since we've been able to get out to the movies, go to the mall, do the things that we used to take for granted, restaurants, that kind of stuff. But the day's coming. We're going to get through this. We're, probably there's some light at the end of the tunnel. It still may be a ways off, but we're going to get there and we're going to get back to normal. So what is going on in the Portland real estate market as these times seem to persist? Well, let's start with lockbox activity. The lockbox is that device that's either on the front door or on the gas meter or a place like that where your realtor accesses the key to get you inside the house. Tracking the activity on those lockboxes, how many times they're opened, March 2020 compared to March 2019, we were down by about 21%. It's quite a drop. Now, there's no way to tell if that's a matter of fewer showings. It could simply be that people are looking at fewer homes before they make an offer. When I look at the daily data, it looks to me like there's about 1,100 to 2,100-ish, somewhere in that range, average down per day compared to the previous year. That's quite a drop. The week ending April 12th, this is some good news. For the week ending April 12th, lockbox openings increased by about 5.9%. Now, there was a point of time early March where what's going to happen in the real estate market in Portland was widely unknown. There was uncertainty amongst realtors if they could even be working. We were identified as an essential business, and we've kind of gotten back into the saddle, and things are transacting. Okay, so now let's talk about residential highlights for the month of March. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to compare March of 2020 to some of the activity we saw from March of 2019. So from a new listing standpoint, the number of new listings that were taken during March of 2020, 3,468, which is a decrease of about 1% from March of 2019. So it's declining a bit. Where the listings taken there were 3,504. Now, the interesting thing is that 3,468 taken in March was a 25.7 increase from February of 2020, which shouldn't be too unusual. That's where we're typically seeing the market start to build. We saw basically no drop off there as a result. Pending sales. Now this is where it gets a little bit interesting. These are the pendings are the homes that received accepted offers on them during the time frame. Pending sales March of 2020 to March of 2019 were off 14.3%. It's quite a decline. In March of 2020, 2,347 homes went pending as opposed to 2,738 during the month of March for 2019. The other thing here that is a bit of a concern is that pendings in March versus February dropped, actually fell by 9.7%. And that's a month you're going to typically see, because of that build into the spring, that's a month you're typically going to see pending start to increase. So we didn't see that this year. Closed sales, and this is some really good news. Closed sales March of 2020 versus 2019 saw a rise of about 7.9%. And it was also an increase of 24.2% over the month of February of 2020. So we can see that March had some pretty strong closings, in a time where things seem to be doing, a lot of this up and down. From a year-to-date standpoint, the first 3 months, first quarter of 2020, we were pretty steady. Pending sales increased 1.1% and closed sales increased 10.5%. Now, all of this obviously shows a pretty active market given the nature of the times we're in. The thing to take into consideration is all of this activity started to go into the pipe prior to the pandemic becoming as problematic as it has, and the economy being shut down. So the interesting thing to see will be, what does June, July, and August of this year look like? I would expect them to be down fairly substantially from 2019, but I could be wrong. We could see some pretty strong activity there, but we're going to have to wait a couple of months to find out for sure. Inventory is at 1.8 months. Inventory is defined as, if we quit taking listings today, all the homes that are active for sale would be gone in that period of time. That's as compared to the same month of 2019, where we had 2.2 months. So inventory is a little bit lower. That's going to help keep prices strong. It's going to make things still a little bit competitive. If you're thinking of listing, you could end up with multiple offers. That's still happening. And total time on market's another interesting data point. March of 2020, the average time on market was 61 days versus 68 days in March of 2019. That's almost a 10% decrease in market time. And we're seeing average sales prices continuing to rise. March of 2020, 465,500 versus March of 2019, 447,900. So, we're still seeing price appreciation in the Portland, Oregon real estate market. So there you have it. I just want to leave you the one thing here. The real estate market in Portland, Oregon is active. It's not on fire like it was maybe this time last year, but it is clearly transacting. If you need to sell, need to buy, want to sell, want to buy, this is not a bad time to be exploring your options. Interest rates are on your side. Activity is brisk. Timing is good. If you want to explore that with me at all a little bit, we're doing all of those conversations virtually. I'm happy to get together with you over Zoom or whatever medium and have that conversation about what your needs are and what your questions might be. Yeah. Again, thanks for tuning in. We look forward to being here and helping you into the future, and stay safe. Have a great day.